Hope, you in there?
Oh, Rick, yeah, it's open. Come on in.
We can't do this anymore. Deacon is no welcome here. Not in our home and not in our lives.
Brooke, I know you haven't forgotten. The passion we shared, the connection.
Oh, please.
Come on, we were good.
Good.
Yeah.
That was a betrayal, Deacon. That was the worst time of my life, hurting my daughter like that.
I mean, we couldn't fight it, could we? The attraction, the desire. Maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe we went through the scandal and the pain because something good came out of it. Look, I know, despite the heartache and, you know, the shame, we made hope.
How is that? Is that more comfortable?
Much more.
Yeah, good. I think that Hope was right. She was saying this was maybe a little too constricting, and now that it's opened up, I could see you dancing all night in this thing.
Oh, for sure. If that's the invitation, you could pick me up at 7.
Not tonight, but maybe soon. Okay, yeah. I think that's it. I think we're good. Thank you.
I am so glad my husband is not a famous fashion designer. Models would be hitting on him left and right.
I'm pretty sure that he's around, you know, some women. He's obviously in a hospital, and the nurses love him.
Okay, you're probably right. I'm glad I'm not the jealous type. But there is one woman I need to worry about around my husband.
I mean, I can't believe you're here and you're dressed like where did you even find those scrubs?
It's not really important. What's important is you and how you're doing. This all had to be so confusing, a horrible shock to learn the truth after all these years. Jack, the man who adopted you, is actually your biological father.
How is Finn doing, by the way? I've been meaning to reach out, but it's kind of hard to know what to say.
It's crazy, you know, finding out that your dad lied to you your whole life. Finn's trying to hang in there. He's hurting. He's upset, especially for his mom. I'm not talking about Sheila.
You shouldn't be here.
Look, it's okay. Nobody's gonna know. Look, I blend right in.
Look, it doesn't make it okay.
It's not like I went to your house, Finn. I've really been trying so hard to be respectful of your boundaries, Steffi's boundaries. I needed to reach out to you somehow. I've really been worried about you.
It's been a lot to process. But you don't need to worry.
How can I not? You're my son.
Look, I realize that you have strong feelings about this.
Not about feelings. It's about facts. Fact. Deacon is a con artist. All he's ever done in his life
Former.
Excuse me?
Former con artist. He came out of prison reformed, hoping to make amends, and...
Yeah, and lie to you and your mother.
Look, I'm not trying to create problems.
And I'm not saying you're the one creating problems. It's Deacon. Deacon creates problems wherever he goes. He's been doing it since before you were born. Why doesn't anybody remember that? Talk to Brooke, she doesn't remember. She doesn't listen to me. But you gotta listen. You gotta do the right thing.
You know, you're right. I mean, I may always regret the pain that I caused, but I'll never regret having hope.
I'm so impressed with the woman that she's become. I know I can't take any credit for it, but Daddy's proud.
Daddy's proud. It's cute. I know I came down hard on you when you came back in town. I was opposed to you having anything to do with hope.
And now?
I don't know. I want to support my husband. I mean, for the most part, I do. But I also want to support Hope. And she wants you in her life. So, in that case.
I can't tell you what this means to me.
You're right. It's been extremely difficult. My own father lied to me my whole life.
It must have been hard for you to hear. I'm just glad that he took my advice. And he decided to tell you the truth. I think if he had his way, he would have taken it to his grave with him, and he should have told you about the secret years ago.
You could have told me.
And I wanted to. But I made a promise to Jack. He can be very intimidating, especially when he's feeling threatened. And I know what would have happened if you'd heard it from me. I would have been accused of lying, being manipulative, and would have been accused of interfering in his marriage. And that would have just made things worse for you, Finn. No, you really needed to hear this from your dad.
You're probably right about that. But I appreciate you encouraging him to do the right thing. As upsetting as it was, I'm glad I finally know. So whatever you said to him, however you got through, thank you.
I appreciate the support.
Okay, wait. Let's be clear here. I am supporting Hope, not you.
Understood. Look, I don't want to cause any problems for you or your marriage.
I want to believe that.
It's true. I swear, you'll see. I mean, Ridge might not, but as long as you do.
This is all very difficult for Rich, and I want to be sensitive to that. But he's got to accept reality. You are Hope's father. And if she wants to have a relationship with you, well, then Rich and I are going to have one too. So, that means you're welcome here, Deacon.
You have pretty much already said everything there is to say about my father, and I understand your concerns and why you might not exactly want him around, but that is your choice, just as it is my choice to want to have my father be a part of my life.
Because you're all grown up, you know exactly how much misery and pain you can handle. All right, that makes sense. I get it.
Okay. So, are you saying you're not going to fight me on this? That you will accept the fact that I want my dad around?
That you want him around? Yeah, no, I accept that for sure. But am I gonna have him around me or my wife? Absolutely not. But, like I said, there are options.
Options. Okay, so what exactly are you trying to say?
You live in this home. And this home has rules. We all follow them. Number one rule, keep this family safe. Having Deacon here, not safe for anybody. So if you want to be with him, plenty of other places to live.
Okay, so you are suggesting that I move off of my mother's property.
Sheila is smart. I'll give her that. Manipulating Jack to come clean and throwing him under the bus while scoring points for herself. And I know that you don't want Finn feeling gratitude towards her, but at the same time, he finally has answers now, so he's got to be feeling thankful.
I know. It's beyond frustrating knowing that Sheila's out there, always calculating, always figuring out her next move. Even though Finn is thankful, he's not naive. He knows exactly who Sheila is. And he knows he can never, ever, ever trust her.
Look, I appreciate your concern, but I gotta go see some patients.
Of course, I understand. Look, Finn, if you ever need to talk,
Thank you. As you know, that's not possible. Sheila, we're not possible.
today maybe, but in the future. You know, if it can happen for Hope and Deacon, I really think it can for us too. You did hear that Hope let Deacon back into her life.
A very different situation.
Not so much, really. I can't help but be jealous of him. I really want what he has. You know, a chance to bond with you. He's actually making headway with the whole family, it would seem. Even Brooke is opening up to Deacon.
Wow. I'm welcome here. Deacon Sharp, man, I never thought I'd be hearing those words.
An invitation I'll retract if given reason to, especially considering how Rich feels about you.
So you're saying Ridge and I won't be golfing anytime soon?
Don't mess this up. Get a job. Stay sober. Be careful who you associate yourself with. Sheila and other crazy psychopaths.
Done.
I mean it, Deacon.
So do I. I'm finally on the right track, you know. I'm determined to stay there. I just want to be a good person. I want to be a great father. I'm not going to cause you any problems.
Well, good. If that's what you truly want. And you don't have any hidden agendas.
All right, maybe I got one little hidden agenda. I just want to see you happy. You deserve the best. And if that's Ridge, then so be it. Just, you know, I think about the way the guy's treated you over the years, though. You know, the back and forth with Taylor. I mean...
No, that's ancient history.
And my God, how do you put up with that ego?
Okay. Don't worry about my happiness. Ridge and I will be just fine.
Are you really doing this right now? Asking me to leave?
To be fair, this was your idea. You threatened your mom with leaving. Maybe it's logical. Maybe it makes sense. You want to be around Deacon so much. Maybe you should move on. Hey, I love having you here. You, Liam, and those crazy kids. And Brooke loves coming down here and just being able to say hi to him. But if you need Deacon in your life, then yes, you should go.
Is this really about my needs or yours?
But both have always been upfront with you on that. I can't be around Deacon. I despise the kid.
You're upset with Deacon for things that he has done in the past. Is there just some small
There are
part of you
some
that can give him...
things I can't look past. I see that clown, and all I see is Brooke's biggest betrayal, and I see what he's capable of. And I don't want to get into this with you, not now, not ever. This is not, let's just say it's about me. It's about my sanity, about my marriage, about your marriage. You want to be with this guy so badly, then do it. Find a home and do it. You can be around him all the time. Do it in your home, not mine.
So when are you expecting Rich back?
I'm not sure, but I would like to avoid a confrontation.
Put one off, you mean? I mean, look, if I'm welcome here, it's only a matter of time. It's gonna happen. Don't worry about it, all right? Rich can huff and puff all he wants, but if all I'm trying to do is be a responsible father, there really isn't much for him to say, is there? Eventually, you know, he's gonna have to admit that maybe I'm not quite the bad boy I used to be.
Bad boy. Well, that's one way to describe it.
I remember a time when you wanted the bad boy. I know. Ridge is God's gift to women. Your marriage has never been doing better, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I was just thinking that, you know, after all this time, maybe you could admit it.
Admit what?
That the bad boy was a huge turn on. Best sex of your life.
Okay, I think now would be your cue to leave.
I thought so.
I think we should leave the past behind us, and you really need to go focus on hope and not think about me or the memories that we had. Are you even listening to me?
What? Yeah.
Okay. Well, Hope should be home. I think you should go down there and say hello and be the father that you claim you want to be.
Oh, okay, yeah, I will. I know this isn't easy for you. I'm not gonna let you down.
You don't have to make promises to me. Don't let Hope down.
Believe it or not, I've been racking my brain trying to find a solution that works for everybody. And something occurred to me. It doesn't matter who warns you. It doesn't matter who says anything about your dad and what you should or shouldn't do, because you want to connect with him. You want to have a relationship with him. And you don't need me. You need me to warn you, or to protect you and keep you safe, because you're all grown up. You're an adult. You know what? So am I. And if you won't let me protect you, then I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to protect your mother and the relationship we have and the life we built. I'm not sharing that with Deacon. You can if you want. You can share your life with him any way you want, but you can't do it here.
Have you brought this up with Mom?
I will. So I talked to you first. You're the one brought it up.
Brought it up, yes, but that's very different from being ordered to leave. Being told that myself and my kids and my husband aren't welcome here.
I didn't say that. I love you and your family. You'll always be welcome here. Deacon is not. I can't have a man that I despise come over here and pretend that this is his house. It's affecting my relationship with Brooke. And he's come between us before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. I will fight tooth and nail for this marriage. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't be bringing this up to you if it weren't critical, but it is. It's critical to me. You want to be with him, I want to keep my sanity. So if you need to leave, leave. And I know this won't be easy. And I will help you any way I can, and your mom will help. We'll figure this out together.
Bridge, what you are asking.
Oh, honey. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. If you want to be with your dad, it won't be here. Grab your kids, grab your husband, grab your stuff, and move on.